Hi, I'm Maury Reese. I'm making this video for Yamaha keyboard owners. And my purpose is to show you a place you can go to find information and to talk to people when you have problems with your keyboards. Over the last 40 years, our keyboards have gotten more and more complex and sophisticated. This is a Tyros 5. It has 1,279 different instruments. It has 539 different styles. There are 152 buttons on this thing. The owner's manuals are 300 pages long, and nobody reads them. Oh, we read them when we suddenly have a problem and we can't figure out how the darn thing works. Do you know of the 300 pages, how many pages are devoted to problem solving and troubleshooting? Three pages, that's it. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a next door neighbor that owned the same keyboard that you did? And wouldn't it be nice if that neighbor was an expert on that keyboard? He knew everything about it. He'd used it for years. And you could just invite him over to your house and say, would you fix this problem? Or how do I do this? Or how do I attach a thumb drive? Or ask him anything you want. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a neighbor like that? Well, odds are you and I aren't going to get a neighbor like that. But I want to show you someplace you can go on the internet and you can have 3,800 friends like that. I want to show you where I often go to ask questions about my specific keyboard. So this video is going to be two parts. First, I'm going to explain of the hundreds and hundreds of Yamaha keyboards, there are about 50 of them that you can get information from these friends. And I'm going to give you a list of all of those. Then I'll briefly explain the kinds of things that these friends can help you with. Then I'm going to take you onto my Macintosh, record my screen, and I will go in and I will show you exactly how it works. Okay? Let's go to my Macintosh. Here we are on my Macintosh. And I've created a list of things I want to talk about, so let me just open this up. I'll use this as my talking points. So first of all, if you own any of the following Yamaha keyboards, what I'm about to talk about applies to you. If you own one of those Clavinova CVP digital pianos, and those go all the way back to 1985, this applies to you. As a matter of fact, I have one of those. I've got a CVP 201, which I bought back in 2001. If you have a portable DGX grand piano, all made by Yamaha, this applies to you. If you have a PRS 650, this is for you. If you have a S670, if you have a PRS 700, a 710, a 740, 750, an S77, an S775, an S900, a PR 910, a PSR 950, a PSR 970, S975, a PSR 1000, a PSR 1100, PSR 1500, a 2000, a 2100, PSR 3000, a 9000. If you own any of the Tyroses, which go back a number of years, I own a Tyros 5 and mine came out in 2013. Or if you own the brand new Genos, which came out in the year 2017, if you own any of those keyboards from Yamaha, everything I'm going to talk about applies to you. So of the hundreds and hundreds of keyboards, these 50 keyboards have help available. So if you're looking for information on free styles and you just want to talk to someone to get some ideas of where can you go, if you're looking on information on where can you go to get free voices, this is for you. If you're looking for information about how you can go and download free MIDI files for your particular Yamaha, this is for you. If you're looking for information on where can you go to get sheet music or lead sheets, there are people in this place that will help you. If you're having problems with your Yamaha keyboard, any of the 40 I've listed, and you're looking for help, you want to talk to someone, you want to exchange emails or messages with someone who has maybe owned that keyboard for years and years and knows lots and lots about it. Not just one person, but perhaps a dozen people who can answer your questions. This is for you. If you want information about microphones or speakers or storage devices or USB thumb drives for a Yamaha keyboard, this is for you. If you want information on using your iPhone or your iPad with your keyboard, this is for you. If you want to share your music with fellow Yamaha keyboard players, this is going to be for you. If you would just like to listen to music that has been created by your fellow Yamaha keyboard players, this is for you. You should join the PSR Tutorial Forum. That's where I'm going to take you in just a second. The PSR Tutorial Forum. It is a huge forum filled with dozens and dozens of different chats, all covering the topics I've just listed above. And its website is www.psrtutorial.com. That's all you need to write down. Go to this website and you can get into what I'm about to tell you about. This is where you go to join the PSR Tutorial Forum. It's the forum that I want you to go to. And there are currently about 3,800 active members. And these people are from all over the world. The good news is they all speak English. So you're not going to have to worry about translating from German or French or Spanish. This is an English-speaking forum. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this page and I'm going to take you into psrtutorial.com. Here it is. Click, click. Now, I've put up a half a dozen YouTubes over the last year or two, and on several of those, I have brought people to this website, the PSR Tutorial. This is where I go to get styles and gig disc and all kinds of information. This is the gateway to get into the forum. So over here on the right-hand corner, and I'm flashing it so you can see it, this is where the PSR Tutorial Forum is. And this is where I want you to go. So I'm going to click on this. Click. Now, you have to join this. You can't just come in here and ask questions and read answers without joining. And it's a two-step process. You have to come here and register. You'll choose a name and an email, and that request is sent to the administrators of this forum. They will look at it, and if they approve it, they will send you an email saying that yes, you are being allowed to join this. So you can only join this by permission of the people that control this. Okay? Once you get that message, then you can come in here and you could read anything and everything, and you can leave questions as much as you want. I'm just going to briefly show you how it's put together. So let me zoom in a little bit so you can read this. Here's a bulletin board. Currently there's 3,101 posts, over 367 topics, and it's just talking about Yamaha keyboards in general. Here's a bulletin board that just talks about those older CVP digital pianos. So if that's what you're interested in, you can go here. Here is where you click to go to enter into discussions about those portable grand pianos. Let me scroll down. This is a whole section on the Genos keyboard, and it would take you days. There are thousands of posts. Look at this one right up here. 24,000 questions have been posed, and there's 1,669 topics. There's a whole world of information just in that one bulletin board. So for all you Genos users, here's a great place to come to find out information about multipads and songs and pedals and expansion packs, and it goes on and on and on. I'm a Tyros owner. I own a Tyros 5. And here are 5 bulletin boards all dealing with the 5 different Tyros keyboards that have been released since 2002. So since I'm a Tyros 5, I can come up here and I see that there's been over 4,000 posts. This is very active. There's lots going on in here. And the latest one was today. So if you own a Tyros, you can come here and click on this, and you can come in here and you can pose any question you want. Thousands of people will read it, hundreds of whom happen to be experts on a Tyros 5. And here's a guy that asked a question and 17 people replied. Here's 11 replies. Here's 20 replies. So you post a question. Here's my problem. I don't know how to use yada, yada, yada. And in a few days, there may be 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 people reply to you to give you information. Let me back up one step. So these are for all us Tyros owners. If I scroll on down, here are all of the PSRs, and they're listed by the particular PSR model. So you don't have to wade through and look at a bunch of questions for a PSR SX600 if that's not what you own. So you can drill down specifically into the particular PSR model that you have. And once again, once you go in there, you can pose a question, or you can just read things. People post all kinds of valuable, useful information, in this case, about the PSR 900. Okay? Let me back up. They have something called the Christmas concert, and every year they invite people to record and submit their Christmas carols or their Christmas songs, and they share all of those kinds of things. So it's a huge collection of bulletin boards with 3,800 people from all over the world, and they're very, very active. Most people, or lots of people, hundreds of people, come in here every day. So you're not going to put a question in here and it go ignored and unanswered for weeks and weeks and weeks. Odds are, if you have a problem, somebody probably knows an answer to that. So this is the PSR Tutorial Forum. Dozens and dozens of forums, each one on a specific issue or problem. I encourage you to come check it out. When you apply to register, I think it took about a day before I got a reply back telling me that I had been accepted. And when you first come in, they tell you what all the rules are, okay? This is a collection of nice people. This is a collection of people who want to help their fellow Yamaha keyboard players. I highly recommend it. I have learned so much from experts who know so much more than I do about my keyboard. Thanks for watching.